Alrighty boys, welcome back once again to another video. How you guys doing? Guys, today we're going to be talking about the Twine Peaks reward scaling within Fortnite Save the World, and this has been something that we've been waiting on for quite a while now. Basically what this is going to be talking about is the reward increase that we're going to be seeing in Twine Peaks. Basically previously, or how it really works right now, is that if you run a power level 140 mission that's a 4 times, you're essentially going to be getting the exact same rewards if you were to run a power level 108 4 times. So this is supposed to be a little bit of a post to let us know how they're going to be increasing these rewards and by how much, and to kind of give us some examples and get a little bit specific on what exactly we're going to be seeing whenever this update drops in version 10.30. This is going to be something that's going to be getting improved alongside with the SSD and endurance changes and all that kind of stuff, and whatever else they're going to be bringing in version 10.30. But let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's go ahead and take a look at this post. This comes from Dave the Buck, and he did this little bit of a write-up for us. So we're going to go ahead and give this a read, and I'll let you guys know exactly what my opinions are on this. So Dave the Buck starts off and he says, "Hey everyone, we wanted to highlight some changes that are coming to the top end of Twine Peaks in the version 10.30 update." He says the Twine Peaks rewards, Twine Peaks 100 plus 4-player missions will be getting a reward buff. Pure Drops of Rain are receiving a 25% increase for power level 140 non-4-player missions. Example, if you would have earned 64, you will now earn 80. Evolution material rewards have been increased for all 4-player missions over power level 100, with power level 140 missions receiving an additional increase in rewards on top of the general improvement to evolution material drop. Check out some specific examples below. He says a 4-player mission that would have rewarded 168 and a power level 108 will now reward upwards of 256. And a 4-player mission that would have rewarded 168 and a power level 140 will now reward upwards of 320. And note, these are just examples. You may find yourself earning more or less than these examples depending on how many badges you earn during a mission. And then he goes on to talk about mission and badges and the mission rewards. He says earning a badge increases the amount of rewards that you earn. When you earn a badge for completing a bonus objective like find the Atlas quickly, or badges for combat, building, utility, you increase the total amount of rewards that you earn upon a successfully completed mission. The value of these badges are different from mission to mission, varying in value based on how long, difficult, and resource intensive the mission is, essentially basically the power level of the mission. The treasure chest levels at the end of the mission roughly reflect this, but the bar being filled up at the bottom is important too. For example, there's a difference in the amount of rewards received between a level 3 chest with an empty bar and a level 3 chest with an almost full bar. If you want to receive the maximum rewards out of a single mission, make sure that you earn those badges. Stay awesome. So this is the post that is talking about the Twine rewards, right? This is the post essentially that we've been waiting on for a quick minute. Now, there are a few things that I'm a little bit confused on with this post. This was definitely something that we've been waiting on for a long time. Like, essentially ever since War Games got nerfed, even before War Games got nerfed, people have been wanting Twine Peaks to get a better system of rewards, right? It's been wanting an increase of rewards for a very long time. So now we finally got the blog, and I was under the impression that we were going to be getting a lot more examples than, like, 3. We got an example of a normal reward with Pure Drops of Rain. We got an example with a power level 108 zone and a power level 140 zone with pure drops of rain, and then he kind of elaborated on the badges a little bit. I was expecting a bit more. There is no mention of reperk and perk up, and that's mainly what people grind for in the in-game at the moment. If you are an in-game player, yeah, Pure Drops of Rain are cool if you need them for new heroes or weapons and stuff. Most people don't need Pure Drops of Rain, or at least most in-game players. And most of those players are grinding for perk up and reperk. And reperk is one of those materials that is ridiculously hard to get and ridiculously expensive, and that has no mention here. Perk up has no mention here, and no other evolution material has any sort of mention. I kind of hope that they would have elaborated a little bit talking about tickets. A problem with Twine rewards I've always felt is that you're not able to earn tickets if you run a 4 times mission, which in my opinion is completely asinine. You shouldn't have to be able to run a super hard mission and not be able to get event tickets out of it. So they should have mentioned tickets here. Something else that could have been mentioned, seeing as they are on the topic of Twine rewards, could have been, the blue schematic caches that we're finding in Twine Peaks, the epic schematic caches that we're finding, uncommon and rare perk caches that we're finding in Twine Peaks from the mini boss rewards. you know, if they're taking a look at the Twine Peaks rewards, they probably should have taken a look at the Twine Peaks rewards. From the examples that they've given us about the drops of rain, it sounds great. You know, going from 168 to 256 and a 108 is cool. Going from 168 to 320 and a 140 is cool. I just don't know if that 320 is really high enough to incentivize a 140. I'm not entirely sure yet. You know, if you get 256 from a 108 and you get 320 from a 140, it would just be well more worth your time to run a 108 mission. Like, you wouldn't have any incentive to run a 140. Like, there still isn't an incentive to run a 140 mission based off of these two examples right here. Now, he says that they are examples and that we could be finding more or less depending on the badges that we earn. So maybe depending on badges, the 140 missions will be really worth our while. He does say down here that, you know, it will vary. The values of these badges are different from mission to mission, and it varies on how long, difficult, and resource extensive the mission is. So this 320 could be 420, blaze it, you know, for all we know, after we get the badges and all that kind of stuff. So this is just examples. I was under the impression that it would have been a more in-depth kind of explanation. This really isn't that in-depth. It's just kind of like a face value kind of overview. So I'm really curious on perk up and reperk and exactly how these badges work. It would have been nice to have those explained. So we're really just gonna have to wait and see, essentially. I don't know what to make of this. We're just gonna have to wait and see whenever version 10.30 drops on whether or not this is good. Now, this is better than before, 100%. This is better than before. Because the rewards we were getting before are absolute garbage. You see 168 right here is getting increased to 256. That's fantastic. That's way better than what we had before. But we're just gonna have to wait and see when the update drops. So I don't know, you know, whether to react negatively or positively to this. I just wish that this blog or this post had a little bit more details in it. But aside from this, you know, aside from the Twine Peaks reward scaling for 10.30, do keep in mind that we're going to be getting some SSD changes and some improvements to endurance mode as well, on top of whatever else Epic Games plans to bring to the game in 10.30, and by God, I hope they're actually going to be bringing something interesting. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. So whether or not we know the extensiveness of how big a buff this is, it is still better than it was before, and that's definitely something to be thankful about, although this has been something that to me personally seems like it took a little bit longer than it should have to get out. But like I said, we'll just have to wait and see whenever the update drops to see how good this change is. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about these changes. On a surface value, they definitely do look pretty interesting, but we will have to wait and see. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for me. Tomorrow, I'll be doing a very interesting video regarding some leaks within Fortnite Save the World. Definitely, in my opinion, a little bit more interesting than this video, so definitely do stay tuned for that. But guys, that's pretty much it for me. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this almost every single day. And yeah, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time.